Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you new subscribers, really like it. I'm trying. Sorry I haven't put out a video in a while. Kind of got busy. There was a bunch of things going on the last month, you know, like getting married and stuff. So I was really busy with that. But I was down in Tennessee. So I thought I'd look at them old cabins, how they were built back in the 1800s. So this video is kind of about that. How they were built, different things. I took a lot of measurements and stuff like that, checked them all out, how they made them. So if you like that kind of stuff, you like to check out how they were built way back in the 1800s, check out this video. There's also a newer cabin in there just to show you a button pass style. So yeah, there's a couple parts in there. Leave me a comment. I wasn't sure on a couple things in there how they were doing things. There's a, well, I'll explain in the video. So enough jaw jacking. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Remember, like and subscribe. And thank you guys. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a while. But right now I'm down here in Tennessee doing some research on a cabin. Basically, I just looked at this cabin, stepped it all out. This is about what I'm going to build. Not quite, but pretty close. This is a 1800 century cabin. They used dovetail notches on this one, which if you're not familiar, dovetail notches are these here on the corner. See how they, I already filled them out, but see how they're notched so that the rainwater runs off them. So basically a porch like this. I don't know how well that's coming out, but all the chinking, how well this is going to turn out. Fireplace. Walkway to go upstairs, little like closet stairs. Here's the back door. Not sure how well this is coming out. But yeah, this was, they don't know exactly, roughly, early 1800s. Beautiful cabin. Said I stepped out. This is about the same size as what we're building. This was about 18 or 20 by 20. You looking for bears?
Yeah.
Can't see good enough to see what they put up there by the roof, or maybe I can put this, blow this up, figure out. Yeah, it's amazing how they used to do this stuff with a hatchet and a handsaw and everything. So checking out this old barn, doing more research, but there's really cool down here, some more dovetail notches. I think you can see that. Oh. So I don't know how much my finger covered up, but in this old barn here, it's amazing how they did some of this stuff. How you can see this log that they cut out for a water trough. on this old latch.
Oh, and up at the peak they got ventilation. There's no boards, it's just like
Oh, is it?
ventilation. Yeah.
Open up there for ventilation, probably because of hay, the heat that hay puts out. Just amazing that they used to make all this stuff with a team of horses and a handsaw and an axe. This one's roughly a couple hundred years old too. Sounds like water right down there. The house is over here somewhere. Whoa. Blind guy trying to walk, tripping on rocks. But yeah, walk down there in a minute and show you guys the house. You got my trekking poles, babe?
Yes, I do. Be careful coming down because it's tree roots around.
Okay. You guys are recording, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Kids nowadays want everything handed to them. 200 years ago, you had to go build your own house like this with your own hands. Huh?
They had to clear their land.
Clear their land and build their own house.
And to think that they farmed this.
What's this is a gable end, right?
Yes.
What's on the up there? Wood or something?
Wood, yeah. Wood siding.
Yeah, imagine farming this rocky ground. I don't know if you can see these hinges. I think there's a glare going on. Is there?
No. There you go.
Really awesome. This is so very cool. Amazing how people just used to build this stuff back in the day. That's why I'm trying to get ideas on how they did it. And this stuff lasted over 200 years with no stain, no nothing. I mean, yeah, you can tell some of it's been changed out, but 90% of it is original. I'd say this guy must have had a pretty big family to have a house this big. I can probably see the barn way off in the distance over there. That's where I learned that at first. Very cool. Here's some more. This is the barn here. This one, which is, even on the barns, they did the dovetail notches. There's another barn down there, their house down there. You can probably hear water source right there, nice flowing river. I already checked all these out, same type of style. It's amazing how big them logs are there. On them, same thing, dovetail notches. Check them all out, seeing how they're all built, which is really, really awesome. See what they did back years ago with just a saw, hatchet, and a horse. Amazing. Now kids' days, they want everything given to them. But yeah, learning a lot about how I want to do it. There's definitely a lot of these old ones out here. So as we're inspecting this more, I notice on this, some of these are dovetail notches, some are just V'd, some are just, it's like whatever they wanted to build is what they built. I guess it's a barn, so it doesn't really matter, but some of these are pretty crude here. Where's the one?
That's a V.
Yeah, where they ain't kind of a saddle notch, but it's not really. They just kind of V'd it and put it together.
And the one up above is just notched.
The one up above is just notched, and so I guess on this one they just kind of threw together whatever they figured it was the barn. I think maybe they told the kids to go build a barn, maybe, and they figured it out as they went. So yeah, they kind of, the house was definitely built a lot better, but the barn I guess they didn't care about. I don't know how these notches are. Well, that one's notched down in, which you don't notch down in because the water sets down in there. But, so yeah, it's interesting. This thing's still probably at least 150 years old.
This one's flat.
Yeah, so that one's flat across the bottom.
And that's why that one's rotted.
Huh. So yeah, quite interesting. But it still stands. So it doesn't matter how I make the notches our cabin, it's still going to last 100 years long after I'm dead, so that should be good.
And this one is like a complete square.
Interesting. See what else we can find. Okay, here we came across some more cabins just a little ways down the road. I'm going to go in here and take a look at these. I'll show you guys what I found. So we read a little thing on this one. That the addition over here was their kitchen area. I tried to tape it, but it's too dark in there, you can't see. That's the kitchen area. This is the main living room. They must have slept upstairs. Not sure. But there was a man and his wife and 9 kids all grew up in here. And that one's probably only about 16 by 16. That's probably only 12 by 12. Pretty small. But this is all dovetail notches too. I don't know if you can see the size of these logs. There's that. Yeah. How thick that log is right there. So they cut sections of it so they could use it as another log. And then inside they put boards up there. So I don't know if they didn't chink it or chinked it later. But this was technically the front of the house. There's I think a corn crib somewhere over there. You guys hopefully can see it. I can't see it, but then there's another barn over here. Very interesting. So the stream is right here by it. Same one that was up by the other cabin. There's the barn. Should be the house right over there. So they had good water supply. And they could probably fish it from here too. We also read that they had 72 acres here and he farmed 30 of it. The rest was wooded. Imagine trying to farm in the rocky ground. I think he grew rocks. That's probably what he did. He grew rocks and became a millionaire. But yeah, it's, imagine putting yourself back in the day, back living in this.
1930s.
Oh, well, late 1800s to 1930, I think. Just people were living here farming. Imagine carrying all your water and living in that. Like I said, I tried to videotape in there, but it's too dark. It couldn't pick up anything. Yeah, and the ceiling in that room was only about 6 foot. My head was almost touching it. But really awesome. So a little bit farther down the road, there's this place that's really kind of cool. You can see this trough here. They got it blocked off now, but originally water went all the way down here into that cabin down there. Not sure why. Maybe there's a placard somewhere. You guys know what it was? There's a hole in the floor and the water went in there. There's no water mill in there. There's nothing like that. So I'm not sure what's going on. Leave me a comment if you know what that was for. Maybe, was he a moonshiner? Don't know. Maybe there's a placard up by the house that tells us. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, leave me a comment if you know what this was set up for. Like I said, there's a hole in the floor, no water mill, nothing like that. Or was this his way of getting water in a shed? I don't know.
Oh no, but the trough goes all the way to it. And
Yeah.
into that hole, and then I think it pumps up into that box.
Yeah, so was he containing water in there?
Yeah.
Maybe this went dry sometimes in the summer and you could store water. I don't know, leave me a comment if you know. Okay, so we came down here. I'm kind of down below it right now. And the water comes down here. Hits this wheel thingy, wherever it's at. And it spins that. Maybe it moves this rod. I don't know, I can't see good enough to really tell. Joni's kind of explaining it to me, but still don't fully know. Okay, it turns that rod. What does it do?
How does water get up there?
Does it pump water up there? I'm not sure. Really interesting. Was this their bathroom? They took a bath in there?
Down there, there's a board that goes across and it looks like it comes up and down. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody let me know in the comments what this thing is supposed to do. Okay guys, so this is another type of cabin. Down here in Tennessee. They have these cabins, I've seen them, this style cabin, several different places, along with the last one I showed you too. I've seen that one several different places throughout the US. But show you this one here. This is called the button pass style. Not sure if you can see it, but they're also called D logs. He's been cut tongue and groove. You can see there's tongue and groove there and down on the bottom. And what happens is you put a log down. See how they're flat, top, bottom, side. So the inside wall is all flat, and you got half round. So you put this log down, this one comes up, butts against it, the next one passes. See if I can get you a better view. Hang on. So that's called the button pass, tongue and groove, where they're all cut the same, and then they go together really quick like Lincoln logs. It's one style cabin. I was originally going to do this way because I figured it wouldn't be hard, but I think I changed my mind. See if I can give you different views on it. And then you end up with the log on the outside, but they're all exactly the same. You don't really need a chink in here because they fit so tight. You put down some insulation between there, put the log on it. Yeah, I'm probably being pretty annoying right now because the cabin, I'm measuring out every room, everywhere I go to try to figure out sizes I want things. Checking out layout of every cabin. But this is a pretty nice cabin here. It's all modern. I mean, there's a hot tub and jacuzzi and everything on this one. But it's kind of a nice cabin. So if you want to do that style log cabin, button pass style with a D log, or you can do just flatten the top and the bottom and have it rounded on the inside and outside. You could do that too. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, we're up here at a different cabin. Actually, it's a barn, but looking at these, that's where I'm at. Yeah. See how this one's V'd? They V'd this one down and V'd the other one up to lock it in there. The barns, I noticed they build a lot more crude, but just kind of V it. I don't know how well this is coming out for you guys, but I've seen other cabins that were built this way too. Pretty cool. This side the same way?
Yes. Wonder if this was a full scribe back in the day.
I think they left the holes in it for ventilation, this just being a barn. But yeah, there's this house somewhere up there. Huh?
This is all newer, you can tell, because these logs are more rotted.
Yeah, this one they've been working on, doing a lot of work too.
It's got newer also.
But they do try to make them
The top.
time the same as how it was.
This
Let's go up and look at the house. See, here's a good example where you can see right there how they V'd them in there. Very interesting. But either way, if you do it this way, the water will shed still. Because that's the biggest thing, you need to shed the water as it comes down. This one's 1800s also. And show you guys this latch back here. Very cool. Can't open the door because I got it screwed shut, but yeah, let's move on. Okay, so we're up here at the cabin now. You can see compared to the other cabins, they used a lot smaller logs on this one. And the chicking's so much wider. And see if I can, but we're on the porch area right now, but how they connected them in there. This one was actually pretty big.
I don't know if this was to sit on.
That's a room. Don't know what it was for or nothing. So, not sure what that is.
I'm thinking it was a seat. Take your boots off.
Oh, maybe. Not sure how much you guys see in here. Fireplace. Couple of windows. That's stairs going upstairs. They got it locked, so you can't go up there. But imagine how steep that stairs was. You can tell he just kept adding on. Another room with another fireplace. Really low ceiling in this one. Probably 6 foot. I don't think you can see up there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This was probably the kitchen that they added on. I'm guessing that's their wood stove, or wood shed. Definitely interesting how they did stuff. And these are back to the regular dovetail notches. Look how wide that chinking is compared to what the logs are. Very cool. See, as we got looking more, this one's back to the V style now. So you look over here, and this is the dovetail. Oh, you guys get where it is. That's weird. For some reason he changed to a different style notch. Pretty awesome though. Too bad we couldn't go upstairs. Very large cabin for the year, that's for sure. Don't know for sure, I'm guessing he built this other one on the right first, then as the family grew and stuff, added that one. Not sure, but that's what my guess would be.
Porch in that bedroom.
Yeah.
You can tell that.
Yeah, you can tell that porch and all that was added on. Whether it was a bedroom or whatever it was. Such beautiful country here. This is kind of the walk out from that cabin. It's all like this. Okay guys, so I wasn't going to really show this, but it's really cool. If you ever seen how a water mill works, water comes down there into the wheel and then powers the sawmill inside. You should be able to see the chute coming all the way down somewhere. They can also control how much water gets put on the wheel, so how fast it goes.
But you know, the thing is, throughout history,
I was mistaken. This ain't a sawmill. This is where they grind up corn
Cornmeal.
to make cornmeal.
it is amazing to think back on.
Okay, so we're on to this other cabin, another family cabin here. This one had a pretty good size here. I guess they kept adding on after the years. This was originally log and they put the boards over it. I guess that was common that they'd start doing that to make it look fancier. But really it's funny is, this is, I believe, the corn crib. Anyways, look at these. Right there, I already stuck my hand in one bee's nest already. But these are saddle knot style logs where you do like half a circle and you lay it in there. And you can see how they did the rafters going up. Pretty interesting that each family kind of did a different one. See how that one is. And we can see anything in here. Floor is kind of unstable. Oh yeah, pretty awesome.